I am friends, I want to thank Jason McDonald for the very kind words of introduction. By the way, Jason, not only the next MPP for Ottawa South, but the man who will personally defeat Dalton McGuinty on October. And let me ask you this, what do you think of my strong Eastern Ontario team? You know, my friends, I am thrilled to be back in Ottawa tonight. And you know what? We've got a lot to look forward to. It's only 108 days till Christmas. It's only 55 days until Halloween. And it's only 29 days till Ontario voters tell Dalton McGuinty enough is enough and it's time for change in Ontario. Because, friends, make no mistake, on October 6th, change is coming to Ottawa. Change is coming to Eastern Ontario. Change is coming to our province. The kind of change Ontario families have been waiting for. Change that is long overdue, because after 8 long years, Dalton McGuinty's promise-breaking, loose-spending, tax-hiking, crony-favoring, criminal coddling, showing up as good enough Liberals have been in charge for far too long in the province of Ontario. Ontario families deserve a break, and Horace deserves a break. You're asking me, who's Horace that needs a break? You're probably wondering who this Horace fella is. Well, let me tell you. Yesterday I was in Scarborough with a bus just outside of a giant tiger, and Horace came up to me. He said, "Tim, we need change in Ontario." Horace had lost his job in the trucking industry 4 or 5 months ago. And Horace is an immigrant to Canada. He came here 30 years ago, and he's proud to call himself an Ontarian today. But all Horace is looking for is a fair shake. But he's certainly not getting that from Dalton McGuinty, is he? Horace is horrified at Dalton McGuinty's latest scheme. Have you heard about Dalton McGuinty's latest idea? I think you know what I'm talking about. And I think you know what Horace is talking about. Dalton McGuinty has a plan to use your tax dollars to pay businesses $10,000 to hire people who don't even live in Ontario yet. Friends, you know, I know, people like Horace know that affirmative action scheme for foreign workers actually pays companies to hire somebody instead of you. Instead of Horace. Instead of families living here in Ottawa, in Russell, in South Glengarry, and the more than 500,000 women and men who are looking for work, who are pounding the pavement, who are searching online for jobs today. This is Dalton McGuinty's job plan. It's no wonder Ontario families are looking for change. So now that we're all gathered here together, a small group of friends, let me tell you a few more facts about Dalton McGuinty's record. Did you know that after 8 years in office, Dalton McGuinty is on track to doubling the province's debt? Of course, if the rest of us ever try to double our credit card debt, our mortgages, or other debts, we'd be getting a call from the bank pretty darn quick. But if one of Dalton McGuinty's ministers is caught blowing money out the door, he's given a promotion. And here's another little McGuinty fact for you. Did you know that after 8 long years of Dalton McGuinty, hydro bills in the province, hydro rates are up 84%. And if you have one of Dalton McGuinty's smart meter tax machines, they're up a whopping 150%. You say shame. You say shame. Believe it or not, that's actually the good news. Here's the bad news. If Dalton McGuinty gets back in, he's going to raise your bills another $732 a year. Folks, does it get any clearer than this? Ontario families need relief. Ontario families need a government they can afford. And Ontario families want to see a PC government. And that is why my strong Ottawa and Eastern Ontario team are going to stop the tax man before he can raise your taxes again. So let me ask you this. Can you afford 4 more years of even higher taxes? Can you afford 4 more years of the guy that brought you the HST tax grab? Can you afford 4 more years of the guy that brought you the health tax grab? Can you afford 4 more years of the guy that brought you the sneaky eco taxes? Can you afford 4 more years of Dalton McGuinty wasting your hard-earned money like he did with $1 billion down the drain in that e-health scandal? Can you afford 4 more years of high unemployment, hundreds of thousands of manufacturing jobs lost under Dalton McGuinty? Tell me this, can any of you afford even 4 more minutes of Dalton McGuinty, or do you want change in Ontario? Today. That's why we're at the Hard Rock tonight, and that's why we stand united to say enough is enough, and it's time for change. And the choice for Ontario families in Ottawa, in Eastern Ontario, is clear. Dalton McGuinty will keep raising your taxes. I will lower taxes for hardworking, ordinary families. Dalton McGuinty will drive your hydro rates through the roof even more. I will give people savings on their hydro bills. I'll take the HST off your hydro. I'll take the HST off your heating bill and the debt retirement charge as well. And Dalton McGuinty will waste taxpayers' dollars on this affirmative action scheme for foreign workers. The Ontario PC Party will put Ontario workers first. And Dalton McGuinty will coddle prisoners and give them expensive perks. It's true. It's true. You say, no, it's true. Did you know that Dalton McGuinty has taken 2,000 of your tax dollars to buy brand new playing cards so the boys in prison can play poker all day long? Did you know that Dalton McGuinty has used your tax dollars to pay for high-definition cable TV packages that many families can't afford for their own kids? Did you know that in Dalton McGuinty's Ontario, prisoners are doing Freeing the Human Spirit Zen yoga classes? Friends, I reject that approach. Under my leadership, the prisoners will give back to society. Up to 40 hours of manual labor, picking up garbage, cleaning off graffiti, breaking leaves, giving back to society that they've taken from us. And Dalton McGuinty will keep wasting your money on the scandals, on the fraud, on the secret deals, on the money to the pockets of liberal-friendly consultants, the $75 cupcakes. My friends, under my leadership, the party is over. to you. And that's what real change looks like. And I ask you to make it happen here in Ottawa, in Eastern Ontario, and right across this great province. Friends, we have a tremendous opportunity in front of us. An opportunity to bring the change that we all know has to happen. To give families the relief they deserve. To be able to look our kids in the eye. To look our grandkids in the eye and say, this is where we turned it around. Because we have never, ever stopped believing in the tremendous future of this beautiful province of Ontario. And better days are ahead. Better days under better leadership. And that's why we need change. So I ask you all here tonight, are you ready to go that extra mile for them? Are you ready to outwork your opponents every single day? Are you ready to knock on that last door? To make that last phone call? To get that last vote out to the polls? Because, friends, together on October the 6th, we will deliver the change that Ontario families need, that Ontario families deserve. Change to put the victims and law-abiding citizens ahead of criminals and always stand up for what is right. Change to help the private sector to create jobs and make our great province a leader again. And change to stop the scandals, the waste, and the secret deals, and to treat every tax dollar with the respect it deserves, and change to put more money into the pockets of hardworking, average families across our province.